Hey everybody, Coach Beth here. Just wanted to give you guys a quick, healthy meal thing. This is super easy, very cheap, and if you have some stuff ready ahead of time, that's great. So we're going to make what I call my AIP Greens, or autoimmune protocol. Anybody can eat this. I just like to throw it out there so that if you are on an AIP elimination where you're not having any inflammatory food, this will work for you as long as you don't have some reactions to these things, generally speaking. But southern greens are very famous for being super delicious. They also typically have things in them that may or may not be good for us. I'm not saying bacon grease is bad. You definitely want some quality bacon grease, but we'll just skip onto that, right onto the good stuff here. So I already had some onions cut up. So I've got my onions here. I'm just going to break them up. I'm going to put them in my pot real quick. And then some already shredded collard greens, Walmart, couple bucks, big bag. You don't. Depends on if it's just you or if it's somebody else and how much you're eating. But, you know, it's just two of us. We'll eat a full bowl, and these will shrink down a little bit. So I'm just going to throw a couple handfuls in there. And then you can always experiment with what works for you, depending on how much you need for your setting. I'm going to take some pink Himalayan sea salt. Mix it in there real good. Garlic powder. Okay. If you like that. If you want other things like black pepper or whatever, you can throw them in there. Black pepper is not AIP, just to be clear. And then I make my own bone broth here at home, and you should only keep it in the fridge about 3 days. So I section it out into containers and freeze it. And this is about 3 cups, and I'm glad it's kind of still frozen just to kind of make this a fun point. So I'm going to carefully pour this in here, and then I'm just going to turn the heat on, and I can turn it on low for right now because I don't need it for a little bit. Or if it's really a lot closer to dinner, I can turn it up higher. As long as there's liquid on the bottom, it'll just start to boil. It'll melt the broth down, and it'll get it all sizzling down. And this is going to be delicious in a while. So good quality greens. They'll be cooked. There's some flavor in there. There's some broth to help with leaky gut and then just stomach function and digestive function. And then some quality fat in there because this bone broth had some tallow on the top. So it is going to be delicious. Let me know if you try this, guys. Thanks.